See your neighborhood 100 years ago or add a basketball court to your local park using AI in Google Earth. Google just opened up image generation inside Google Earth, so anyone can blend real satellite photos with ideas they describe in plain words. You pick a spot on the map, click Create Image, and type something like what the street looked like in 1925 or add a skate park right here. The system keeps the real buildings and hills exactly where they are while painting in your new details, so everything lines up. Think of it like holding up a real photo of your room and asking an artist to draw something new on a clear sheet laid over the top. The artist follows the exact furniture positions instead of making up a brand new room from scratch. That is the key difference from ordinary image tools that ignore the actual layout. Maps used to show roads and traffic only. Now, the same map becomes a place where you can test neighborhood ideas or turn a school project into something you can actually see and share. A student could show how adding more trees would change their block. A family could watch their own street change across decades without hunting through old photo albums. You can try it yourself right now with nothing more than a web browser. Go to earth.google.com, zoom to any place you know, click Create Image, and type a short description. No account is needed, and the feature works for everyone starting today. The whole thing runs on Nano Banana 2, which is the model handling the blending behind the scenes. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, the deep dive where we look under the hood. Robots used to follow one fixed list of moves like a music box that can only play the same song. The new Gemini Robotics ER2 model adds a planner layer that watches what is happening and builds a fresh list of steps on the fly. Imagine you are planning a big day out. You picture the bus ride, then lunch, then the movie, and you change the order if the bus runs late. The planner does the same job for the robot. It looks at the room through cameras, lists the actions needed to clean up, and sends the first instruction to the movement system. After each step, it checks the cameras again to see whether the floor is actually cleaner. If a can rolls away instead of staying in the bin, the planner notices the change and picks a new action without waiting for human help. This running list can include safety checks and backup moves that were never written down in advance. The lower level system called Gemini Robotics 2 handles the actual arm and leg motions. The planner sits above that layer and feeds it high-level goals while tracking whether each goal succeeded. When one subtask finishes, the planner does not pause. It immediately chooses the next logical item from the list and keeps going until the room is done. The robot can therefore walk into a brand new space, handle surprises, and still finish the job. That is how the planner turns a rigid machine into something that adapts the way a person would. Now, let's look at 2 tools you can try this week. The first is a smarter way to follow recipes. Years ago, someone created a chart layout that lines up every ingredient in the exact order you need it and shows steps across a timeline. It works like a visual checklist so you never lose your place while cooking. You can ask any chatbot to turn a regular recipe into this chart in seconds. Open ChatGPT or Gemini, paste your recipe, and type, "Convert this into a step-by-step chart with ingredients on the left and actions across the top." The layout treats cooking like a project plan, where merged cells show when ingredients combine. The second tool worth trying is the updated Midjourney version 8.2. It improves how well text turns into detailed pictures for art or school projects. If you already use it, the new version is live now and ready for your next prompt. OpenAI also lowered prices on several of its newest models. GPT 5.6 Luna dropped 80% in price, while GPT 5.6 Terra dropped 20%. A faster option was added for GPT 5.6 Soul. Everyday users notice the models feel more responsive in both free and paid versions. Longer tasks cost less, so you can experiment without watching the meter. And that is a wrap. If any of today's stories made you go, "Huh, that's cool," go play with it. Curiosity is how every expert started. See you tomorrow. And if you'd rather watch than listen, find us on YouTube at Nara Network. Links in the show notes. Quick tip from the network. Try Unintended Consequences next. True stories of good intentions that backfired. Every Narrow Network show is free at narrownetwork.com. And on the website, every episode's visuals live in our free image gallery at narrownetwork.com/gallery. Royalty-free under Creative Commons, download with attribution. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.